Welcome to the Fat to Skinny Cooking Show. Today I'm going to do something really special for you that doesn't require any cooking. We're going to prepare two beautiful Italian dishes that don't require any heat, even though we're going to be preparing red meat. We're going to cure the red meat with some wonderful olive oil and some salt. So today's dishes are going to be a lovely Caprese salad, which is going to use Roma tomatoes, scallions, fresh mozzarella cheese, some beautiful Parmesan, and we're also going to prepare our Tuscan steak, which will also use some beautiful Parmesan, some fresh olive oil, salt and pepper, and of course we're going to have some roasted peppers and lovely fresh basil from our very own basil plant on our Caprese salad. So stick with me, because just a minute we're going to have two beautiful Italian dishes for you. Welcome back. We're going to start by preparing our Caprese salad. Now I use Roma tomatoes. I love Roma tomatoes. They're always sweet, they're meaty, and they're never mealy, you know, real juicy and seedy. So we're going to take our Roma tomatoes on our board. We're going to cut off the ends. We're going to cut them into discs, about 1/4 of an inch thick. We'll get as many out of there as we can, just like that. And then we'll go to the next one. Real simple, easy dish, lovely flavor. And it's bite-sized pieces. Don't you love bite-sized food? I love bite-sized food. Okay, here we go. We have one more to prep here. This is about as simple as it gets, I think, folks, for a flavor that is just outstanding. All right, here we go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our basil. I love basil. It has such a fabulous, fabulous odor, and it has such a wonderful flavor. Take your leaves, stack them all together like this. It's real simple to do. Lay them on your cutting board, roll them up just like you would a sleeping bag. Put one slice down the center, just like this. Turn them sideways and just chop them. They don't have to be real fine, but you don't want to have pieces that are too long either. Real simple, real easy to do. Okay, that takes care of our basil. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut some of our green onion, our scallion. Isn't that a beautiful scallion? I saw it at the store, I laughed, it was so big. We're going to be using the green end. So we'll cut that off, because that's waste. And again, we'll just gently cut off some small, small slivers, because it's just going to go over the top as a bit of garnish. You know, there's carbohydrates in tomatoes, there's carbohydrates in scallions, and that's what turns into sugar in the bloodstream. So we want to make sure we keep it to a minimum. Now we'll take our plate. We have a lovely platter here, and some olive oil. And we're going to begin by putting a little bit of olive oil right on the bottom of the plate, just like that. Now we want to arrange our tomatoes, just like this, in a nice olive oil bath. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely lovely. Just like this. And now we're going to just turn each tomato over. Takes 2 seconds. Just turn each one over. That way you're ensuring that everything has a nice coating of olive oil. Just like that. Real easy to do. We have a little room left here for a couple extra slices. We'll set those right in there like that. Beautiful. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our cheese. Now when you buy fresh mozzarella, I like to buy it pre-sliced, because when you buy it in a ball, it's very, very sticky. Now these slices are about twice as big as we need for our slices of tomato. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these, we're going to cut them in half, like I've started to do right here. Simple as this. We'll get these guys all sliced up in half, and then we'll dress our dish. Real easy. Fresh mozzarella has such a terrific flavor. We also use it for pizza. It melts beautifully, very, very flavorful. Dynamite cheese. It doesn't have a lot of flavor by itself until you put something on it. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to take our tomatoes and we're going to simply put a piece of cheese on top of each slice of tomato. Now, does it get any easier than this? I don't think so. Just like this. Just like that. Wonderful. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to drizzle our basil right over the top, just like that. Make it real pretty. And now our green onions right over the top, just like this. Now we have some fresh ground salt. We have some fresh ground pepper. And finally, we're simply going to take a little bit of nice balsamic vinegar and we're going to sprinkle balsamic vinegar over the top. And there you have it. This is Italian caprese salad, all prepared, and we're ready to start our next dish. So stay with me. We'll be right back and we'll prepare Tuscan steak. Welcome back. We've got our beautiful salad all made, our caprese salad, and the lovely part about Italian food is it's really so simple. You know, there's nothing complicated about it. And this dish next is as simple as it gets. I call it Tuscan steak. Now, I'm using a wonderful piece of London broil, and we're going to take a look at it right now, because there's a certain way I want you to cut this steak. If you look at that steak, you can actually see the grain of the meat. And if our cameraman zooms in, you'll see that it's running this way. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we cut against the grain of the meat. So let me slice this in half. Let's take a look at it. And can you see all those little lines in there? That's the grain. And it's cut just the way we want it. So we're going to take our meat and we're going to slice it nice and thin, just like this. Now the reason we cut it against the grain is because it pulls apart very easily. You see that? So it's not going to be real chewy in your mouth. Now if you had cut with the grain and then try to do the same thing, it's very tough, it's hard to break. So what we're going to do is take this steak and we're going to make some beautiful slices, about a 1/16 of an inch thick, and we'll just slice right through it. You want to use real fresh steak for this meal, nothing that's old. You want to go to your butcher, you want to use real lean meat. And you don't want to cut it too thick. You want to cut it about a 1/16 of an inch. So use a good sharp butcher's knife, like I'm using here, and just slice it right up, just like this. I use the same method when I make beef jerky, and you'll see my beef jerky video on the Fat to Skinny cooking show. You know, Fat to Skinny is helping people all over the world lose weight. We just had a report from one of our readers. Her name is Sherry Pie, and she's lost 201 pounds in the past 15 months. And she did it without exercise, drugs, or surgery. She simply followed the Fat to Skinny eating plan. Okay, so here we have the majority of our steak is just about cut up. Now guys, I know that you're saying to yourself, he's not going to cook that. How can we eat that if he's not going to cook that? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take our platter right here. We're going to take some extra virgin olive oil. We're going to put some extra virgin olive oil on our plate, just like this. And we're going to take each one of these pieces of meat, we're going to dredge it in olive oil, and we're going to set it right on the platter, just like that. Like this, like that. And always use extra virgin olive oil for this dish and for your caprese salad, because extra virgin olive oil is extraordinarily flavorful. It's the first press olive oil, and the more they press out the olive oil from the olives, the less you have that strong olive oil flavor. So use your cold first press extra virgin olive oil. And I love I really love Italian olive oil, but I gotta tell you something. I have really grown to enjoy Spanish olive oil as well. So whatever you choose for your olive oil, I'm sure it'll be absolutely delicious. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do with this meat, now that we've got it completely coated with olive oil, is we're gonna salt it down real well. So we'll take our fresh salt grinder, and we'll give it a good coating of salt. Just like this. Very, very easy to do. Now, it's the salt that's going to cure this meat. This is what's going to cook your meat. It won't be ready to eat for about an hour. A good coating of pepper on it. And as your meat is curing, your caprese salad will just be doing fine, soaking up all those wonderful flavors. And now finally, we're going to sprinkle some beautiful grated Parmesan cheese right over the top of this. There we go. And now to finalize it, I've got some wonderful fire roasted peppers. Small little bell peppers I cooked on my grill and put in olive oil. And we'll just set one of those in the corners of the platter here just to garnish the plate and add one more element of beautiful flavor along with a little bit of that oil on top. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a lovely, lovely Tuscan steak dish along with that wonderful caprese salad to serve to your guests. And I'm going to have mine with a glass of Biltmore Cabernet Sauvignon. So, bon appetit!